So once again, welcome back students to our channel Ach'z. So we are going to discuss about the cue cards you must prepare for November 2023 real IELTS test, and it's for academic and general students. There is no any difference in speaking module. Okay, and even though we are going to discuss about speaking module, I just want to make you clear regarding the task due also, the writing essays, that also same for, there is no any format difference or any difference in the topic due for academic and general. So whenever we are releasing the essays, try to go through that. That's for both academic and general module. So now we will come back to the video related to IELTS speaking cue cards for November 2023. So just move on through the cue cards without any further delay. So here you can see the first cue card. Describe a difficult task that you completed at work or study that you felt proud of. You need to talk about a difficult task related to your work or study that you completed in a good manner and you are really proud about your work, because it's a difficult task means anyway you need to refer for it or you need to spare so much time for that. So definitely we will be so happy about the outcome if it is come out in a good way. So what the task was, how you completed it, why the task was difficult, why you were proud of the completion of the task. So you need to complete all 4 sub-questions. Okay, it's not about talking for continuously 2 minutes. That is not only the concept. You should add all the sub-questions to you. Okay, so try to concentrate on that. Now coming towards the second one, describe a person who always has interesting ideas or opinion. You need to talk about a person who has interesting ideas or innovative ideas and opinion. Whenever we are asking for any suggestions or any type of opinion, he will give something new, something interesting. Okay, so who is this person, what this person does, about the profession or about if working means working, studying means studying, then how you knew this person, and explain why you think his or her ideas or opinion are interesting. So why you feel like that? Is there any experience you had before, or if you can give examples means you can just add on. Now moving on to the third one, describe a piece of good advice that you gave to someone. You need to talk about a good piece of advice you gave to someone. Always people like to give advices when anyone is asking for or not. We are not at all bothering about that. But you can just give your personality as the introduction. But I'm not a person like that. I like to give advices if anyone is asking for my opinion or asking for that. So like that, you can just reflect your personality in the general statement and move on with the sub-question. Who you gave advice to, whether it is to your cousins or colleagues or friends, so whoever, and what the advice was, why you gave this advice, what was the occasion, and explain how he or she followed your advice. Whether he or she followed your advice means you need to say about what is the outcome of that, what result they got from that. Then coming towards the fourth one, describe a rule that is important in your school or at work. So that's completely based on, if you are a student means you can just talk about the schoolings, and if you are a professional means you can just talk about your work setting, about the rule that is important in your school or at work. So if you are a student means you can just say about the importance of uniform, that is definitely a rule, or wearing the ID card. If you are a working person also, you can just say about wearing the ID card or about the punching time. So many things we can say about any rule, or about the sick leave, or related to maternity leave, or whatever it is. So what is the rule about? What happened when people break the rule? Why you think it is important? And explain how you feel about the rule, whether it is relevant or not. Some rules and all we feel so irrelevant. So you can just express your opinion related to that. Then coming towards the next one, fifth one. Describe a place in your country. Okay, it's clear now. Okay, describe a place in your country that you think is interesting, or else they can ask for describe a place away from your home you want to visit in the future. Actually, place oriented card means it's better to study about a place in detail. According to the way of asking, you want to make some changes. That is the only thing, but you should have some thorough idea if you are already prepared with that. So describe a place in your country that you think is interesting. You want to talk about a place in your country that you find so interesting. There are so many things to explore. If you love to spend time in nature means, so that may be any hill stations or any mountains. Okay, it's completely based on your preference you can talk about. Then where it is, how you know it, which means who recommended that place to you or how you came to know about that particular place, whether it is from YouTube or your friend recommended. So what special features it has and explain why you think it is interesting. Now coming towards the sixth one, describe a new store or a shop that has recently opened in your town or city. You need to talk about a newly opened or newly launched shop or a store. So where is it, about the location, what is all there about their products and service, who goes there, for is that for the men's wear or kids wear, for the entire family household utensils and all. So explain how successful it will be in the future. You can consider so many factors, the climate pattern, the transportation facilities, whether they are meeting the consumer's need and what type of consumer product and also their customer service. So based on so many factors, we can make a prediction about the future of that particular business organization, whether it will prosper in the future or not. Then moving further, the seventh one, describe a good advertisement that you think is useful. Or else they can ask just opposite, to describe an advertisement that you don't like. Better study about one advertisement again, where you can see it. That means about the location or in the which are applications we can see usually the advertisement, what it shows about the content, why you think it is useful to the public, and explain how you feel about it. If you like means you can just say, if the question is about you don't like means accordingly you need to answer for that. Next one, describe a successful person who you once studied or worked with. You need to talk about a person you already worked or studied with. You just had an experience with that person, so you know very well about his work or what are the capabilities of that person. Or else they can ask about, describe a successful business person you know. Okay, if you already worked with that person, you are from a business field and all means accordingly you can answer for that. So successful person means if you are studying about any business person means you can just join this cue card together. Okay, who is this person, when you studied or worked with this person, what you did together and what this person did to become successful. If you are studying about business person means that journey you need to talk and explain how you felt about studying or working with this person. So the next one, describe an adventure you would like to go on. You need to talk about any type of adventurous activity, that is to climb the mountain or to do the deep sea diving. Okay, if you are an adventurous person means accordingly you can answer. So what the adventure is, where you would like to go, who you would like to go with, what you would do, and explain why you would like to take this adventure. Okay. And coming towards the next one, describe an exciting activity that you experienced with someone else. So you need to talk about an exciting activity. Yeah, the just before we mentioned now about the adventurous activity, that the same thing you can apply here also. If you are an adventurous person means the same experience you can share here too, exciting activity. Okay, like that you need to think which all cue cards you can prepare together. Okay, about the jumbo cards. What activity was, who you were with, when and where it happened, why you went for it, and explain how you felt about it. Then moving further, describe an exciting book that you enjoy reading. You need to talk about an exciting book, or else they can ask for the book which you like to read always or which you read many times. Anyway, they can ask about this reading related topic. So it's always better to study about a book in detail. If you are not a bookworm or you don't like to read also, it's always better to study about any book, about its author and all, because if they are asking for this means it will be very hard if you don't know anything about any book. If you don't know also, you can just create your answers, no problem with that. No one is bothered whether you are saying about the exact book, about the exact author and all. It is not, IELTS is not a knowledge based test. They are not there to assess your knowledge. It is just a language test. So what are things you are saying, that is important, that should be in accurate language. Okay, so anyway, just a refer about a book. So when you read it, what kind of book it is, what is it about, and explain why you think it is exciting. Now moving towards the next one, describe an occasion when you got incorrect information. In our life, it is very usual, we can say. We can't able to expect that always everyone will give the accurate information. So you need to say about an occasion when you got incorrect information from a person or from any applications or from any other platforms, you can say. So when you got it, how you found it was incorrect, how you felt about it. So definitely we feel so bad when we are getting any type of incorrect information, and it wastes so much time, means definitely we will be so angry or irritated. Next one, describe a time when you had a problem with using the computer, or else they can ask for describe a piece of technology that you find difficult to use. Okay, so describe a time when you had a problem with using a computer. You find difficult, that may be any type of technical problems or related to the internet. Okay, so when it happened, where it happened, what the problem was, and explain how you solved the problem at last, whether you solved by yourself or you seek out for any experts advice or experts help. Then coming towards the next one, 14, to describe a bad service you received in a restaurant or shop. You need to talk about a bad service you received from a restaurant or from a shop. When and where it happened, what happened, how it sold, and explain how you felt about the experience. Maybe if it is restaurant, means very bad service from the boys over there, from the serving boys, or from the maid over there. And sometimes it may be related to the food, the quality or the quantity of the food item, or related to the price. Sometimes very cheap quality food they will serve and the price will be so high. So anything you can just say about that. Then coming towards the next one, describe a sports program you like to watch. You need to talk about a sports program which you like to watch. What it is, who do you watch it with, when do you watch it, and why do you like to watch this program. That may be your favorite program from long back, from your childhood days. You are so fond of football, in the sense you can just talk about that. Next one, describe a park or a garden in your city. Very simple question, and I think yesterday also they asked this particular card. Describe a park or a garden in your city. When you often go there, where it is, who you often go there with, what it is like, and explain why you like to visit there. And coming towards the next one, describe an interesting person that you have not met in person and would like to know more about. Or else they can ask directly for describe about a famous or a popular person in your country. Okay, so we like the art of that particular person. Artists from any sector we can talk about, or celebrities from any sector. And we just love that person because of the character or because of the role played by that person, if that person is a film actor, or the charity activity that person involved in. So till now you didn't meet that person and you just want to meet that person in the future, in the sense, or know more about that person, means you can talk about them. It's always better to study about a person in detail. So who is this person, how you know him or her, what interesting thing he or she has done, and explain why you would like to know more about him or her. So that's it. Then moving further, describe the game you enjoyed playing when you were younger. You need to talk about a play or an activity you like to do when you were younger. Or else they can ask about any happy experience from your childhood days. The same thing you can apply here also. Now also you are remembering about your childhood gang and how you spend time with your friends, about your evening activities you like to involve in any type of game and all, means definitely that will be the happy experience now. So you can just club these cue cards together. Then what is that game, who you played it with, where did you play the game, and explain why you enjoy playing that game. Then coming towards the 19th one, describe a job that you think is interesting. They can ask about your dream job directly, or else describe a job that you think is interesting. So what is it, why you think it is interesting, how do you know it, and what necessary skills needed for it. Soft skill and also hard skills you can include. Next one, describe a time that something changed your life in good ways. Some decisions or some person, involvement of some person or some particular occasions or situations, incidents, everything can able to make changes in our life. So you need to talk about a time that something changed your life in good ways. When and where it happened, what happened, how you felt about it, and explain how it changed your life in good ways, why you consider it as a good change that you should include. Next one, describe a valuable item that you would like to give as a gift, or else they can ask about a gift you received. Okay, related to gift. So to whom you would like to give, what do you want to gift, about the item in detail, why do you want to give it, maybe that person liked that particular thing, that's why you opted for that. Whenever we select the gift and all, we should always consider about the likes and dislike of that person. The next one, how long would you need to save for it, whether it is expensive gift or valuable gift and all, means sometimes we need to save our pocket money for a long time. Okay, and to the next one, describe a piece of clothing you enjoy wearing or you feel so comfortable in that particular clothing. So what it is like, when and where you got it, how often you wear it, and explain why you enjoy wearing it. You feel so comfortable, or maybe that's a gift from the loved ones. Definitely we will consider it as a precious one and we always love to wear that. Next one, describe a person who enjoy cooking for others. You need to talk about a person who always like to cook for others. Who is this person? What he or she like to cook? Who he or she cooks for, and explain why he or she enjoy cooking. No need to search out for anyone else. You can just talk about your mom. So definitely they are the most or wonderful cook ever we know. So you can just talk about her. And coming towards the next one, 24, describe a person who helps others in his or her spare time, who always love to help others whenever they get their leisure time, free time. So who is this person? How often does this person help others? How does this person help others? That means in a financial matter or physical help, what type of help? So why does this person help others? The reason behind that, and how do you feel about this person? Your feelings towards that person. Definitely we feel so respect. Okay, or we just honor that person, or we just consider them as a role model. Then coming towards the next one, describe a foreigner who speaks your native language very well. So according to your native language, you can just answer for it. You need to talk about a foreigner who speaks your native language well. So there are so many foreigners settled in different parts of our country. So you can talk about them. So who is this person, where he or she is from, about their native, and how he or she learns the language while interacting with others, or they are staying here for a long time. Explain why he can speak the language well. Then coming towards the next one, an important decision you made with the help of someone. You need to talk about an important decision that may be related to your personal life, again related to your professional life. So what was the decision, when you made it, who helped you to make this decision, and how he or she helped you. Next one, describe a crowded place you have visited. You need to talk about a crowded place, congested place related to any festival or some transportation facilities, railway station, bus station, or cinema theater, some shopping malls during the time of some offers, or related to some festivals. They will claim out with so many offers and all now. So we can see really rush over there. So you can talk about one such place. Where is it, when you went there, with whom you went there, and explain how you felt about being there. If you don't like to be in a crowded place, means definitely we feel so suffocation when we are there. So that may be your feeling. Next one, describe an occasion when you waited a long time for something good to happen. You are waiting for a long time for something good to happen. Okay, maybe to travel to your dream country, waiting for your visa. Maybe it takes a long process, visa processing and all, we can't able to predict now. US visa and all, it will take a long time. So you can talk about anything. Maybe to construct a home, waiting for a baby, Okay, so when it happened, what the nice thing was, how long you waited, why you waited for a long time, the reason behind that, and explain how you felt about the experience during that waiting time. Now, so you need to talk about that. Next one, describe a place you visited where the air was polluted. Mostly they were asking for this air pollution rather than the noise pollution and all. So nowadays, especially in this modern society, in the township or the urban areas, most of the places are really polluted because of the vehicles, and also the construction activities are always ongoing. So you need to talk about a place you visited where air was polluted. Some industrial zone you can talk about where the place is, when you visited, why the air was not good, and explain how you felt about the place. Then coming towards the next one, describe a piece of good news you heard from others. We always love to hear good news. So you need to talk about a recent experience when someone shared good news with you. So what it was, that means about that news, when you received this news, how you received this news, whether it is via telephone or mail or by direct talk, face to face. So why you feel it was a good news. Then the next one, describe something you taught to your friend or relative. You need to talk about something you taught to your friend or relative. You are master at that particular skill. That's why you can able to teach someone else. About any particular skill you can talk about, why you taught him or her, when it was, how long it was for, whether it is for any temporary purpose, for preparing for the interview and all. So that is for a temporary purpose, or else you can just talk about some skills which is needed till our life, like the life-saving skills and or swimming, cooking. Okay, and explain how you felt about it. Then the next one, describe a daily routine that you enjoy. You need to talk about any daily routine that you enjoy. Getting early in the morning, or going for a jogging, or practicing meditation or yoga. So what it is, where and when you do it, who you do it with, explain why you enjoy it. It's your favorite activity, means definitely we will always find some time to do it. Next one, describe a website you often visit. You need to talk about a website you often visit in a daily basis related to your work. You like to visit that website, or you can talk about YouTube because it's an entertainment platform. I think once in a day everyone will scroll on through this YouTube and all, or Instagram, whatever it is according to your preference. So which site is it? How did you know about it? How it helped, and why do you visit it often? Oh, my H is missing, right? So why do you visit it often? Okay, then coming towards the next one, 34, describe a person who inspired you to do something interesting. You need to talk about a person who inspired you to do something interesting. That may be to do any type of stage performance, or involving in any type of activity. So you need to talk about a person. So here you need to give importance towards a person in detail. Okay. Rather than something interesting, yeah, definitely you need to add on to it, but much concentration towards a person. Who is this person? What they inspired you to do? How they inspired you, and how you feel about it. Then coming towards the next one, describe a time when you had to let something to a person you know. So here you need to talk about something you led to someone. That may be your neighbor, friend, or colleagues, anyone in your family. So what you lent, when it happened, why he or she asked to borrow the item, and explain how you felt about it, and would you let him borrow it again in future. For the temporary purpose and all, means no one will invest so much money for that, so they like to borrow it out. So you can talk about some electronic gadget or vehicles. Okay, next one, describe an unusual meal that you had. You need to talk about any unusual meal. It is entirely different from your usual meal habit. That may be related to any festivals or any type of ceremonies, or you were traveling, in the sense we like to explore different types of food items. So any type of experience you need to talk which involve unusual meal. So when did you eat it? Where did you eat it? With whom you had the meal? And why do you think it was unusual? Maybe because of some ingredients they are adding to it, some seasonal items, or it may be their continental dishes. Next one, describe an object you find particularly beautiful. You need to talk about any object that you find particularly beautiful. That may be any wall hangings or paintings, any type of art forms or any shop pieces or any type of materials you can talk about. So where the artwork or object is, how it was made, about the material, and where you saw it, what it looks like, about the appearance, and explain why you find it is particularly beautiful. That may be with the your favorite color combination, okay, or the quality or the quantity of the item, whatever it is. Next one, describe an area in your home you feel so relaxed. You like to spend your leisure time over there, or whenever you feel so bored or so tense, you like to spend some time over there. That may be your meditation room, your bedroom, or the side of the balcony. So in which area or room do you feel relaxed? Why do you feel relaxed there? What do you do there? You like to meditate, or you like to sleep, or you like to hear some music, whatever. Okay, so according to your perspective, you can answer for that. Next one, describe a course or something that you would like to learn in the future. So you need to talk about something you would like to learn in the future. That may be any language or any type of skills. So what this course is, when you want to learn it, where you can learn it, and explain why you want to learn it, the reason behind that. Then coming towards the next one, talk about an interesting old person you met recently during any party or during any travel related to your professional or official meetup. So you need to talk about an interesting old person you met recently. So who is this person? How you met him, or how you know this person, what you do with this person, what you like to involve, or what type of activity you like to involve with this person, and why you found him interesting. Then the next one, describe an important thing you learned not at school or college. The previously we discussed one cue card now, the thing which you like to do in the future. The same thing you can make some modification and apply here. The important thing you learned, but it is not from any school or college. That may be related to your life skills. So when did you learn it? How did you learn it? Why did you think it was important to learn it? And how you felt when you learned it, about the outcome. And the last one, describe a photo that you took and proud about. You need to talk about a photo that you took and you are really proud about, related to some special moments in our life. We like to capture photos and we always love to keep that. So when did you take this photo, where you took it, what is the photo about, and why you feel proud about this photo. It's a proud moment, that's why we feel so proud about that photo. So that's regarding the 42 cue cards you must prepare for November 2023. So definitely it will help you out, and it's applicable for the global test takers. So try to do with this, and whenever you feel that you can apply the same answer for these 2 or these 5 cue cards, try to prepare jumbo cards. That will be easy to remember also. So that's it. So if you are interested to join for our online IELTS classes, you can just leave one message via this number. It's our official booking number, and you can make inquiry through this number. From the mid of November and all, we will get the free slot, so you can make your booking. So thank you so much for your time, and try to prepare accordingly, and God bless you all.